Hey folks, this is ioEther and welcome back to more World of Tanks. So as you can see, this is Ronnok and this is the Destroyer of Worlds. The FE 215B 183. This thing will ruin your day if it hits you. That's what the shot, of course. If it just rams you, you're just going to be a little bit sad. And terrified, most likely. Anyway, so Ronnok is, of course, in a tier 10 game. This is Runeberg on fire. Yay, I got it right. And it's a 47% game, so in other words, it's pretty much a free-for-all, same as normal. Same as any game you want to play. This is one that Ronnok's going to have to seriously carry. But, I mean, as with any game, if you want to win, you got to do something, which means he has to make his shots effective. And in this tank, if his shots are effective, it will definitely turn the tide of any game. So I'm just kind of yapping on while we watch Ronnok try and get into a position where he can start to do something. He's got an E4 with him, so between the two of them, they should be able to obliterate any tank that is careless enough to come this way. Like that E5. Ooh, he pulled just out of range. Gotcha! I forgot how much damage this thing will do. Okay, so the E5 pulled out of view and then backed up into view and got hit by another tank just half a second before Ronnok's shell hit him, which of course meant bye-bye E5. So the only bad news to this whole thing is that A, Ronnok has a 24-second reload, and B, our entire team has gone up the 0-9 line. No, you can't hit that. Don't bother trying. Thank you. So if the guys in the town, when there's only 5 of them, get overrun and obliterated, then we're going to have a serious problem of being outflanked. But fortunately, it seems that most, if not all, of the enemy team is up here on the 9 line with us, and our guys in the town don't seem to have encountered very much resistance yet. I was just about to say any resistance, and of course, their own FV pops up, as well as a KV4 and an E4. So, whereas our super tank destroyers are out here on the road, the 9 line, their super tank destroyers seem to be in town doing work. So we'll see what happens. Which team ends up with a better setup. So Ronnok is sitting here, and he's just waiting to catch somebody trying to cross this gap. He knows that the enemy team doesn't really want to go head-to-head with our team, though apparently maybe they do. Preferably, at some point, somebody would try and cross this gap to flank our team. And when they do, they're going to find themselves in a lot of pain, because they're going to have a... Ooh. Hi, Mr. T62. I'm sure we won't hurt you. Or I could be wrong and we can obliterate him. That's one of the things that makes me want to grind up this tank so much. The ability to just wipe a tank off the map. And that poor Go, even if he was on full health, Ronnok could one-shot him. So what? He's being very aggressive, knowing that there's a Destroyer of Worlds right here. Enemy armor destroyed. Okay, well, now he's not being aggressive anymore. And we're definitely winning this game. But I mean, part of that is the fact that Ronnok has single-handedly taken out 3 tanks. Though, the fact that they have so much pressure in the city is slightly troublesome because they are definitely in control of the cap area right now. Though they're about to lose the T-57 Heavy. So we're losing it. Drake Panther 2. So I guess I will take that trade, right? So we are winning, and we are, unless the enemy team does something massive, we're probably still going to win this. Well, that wasn't expected. But the really worrying thing is the fact that they still have a Destroyer Worlds alive. Wow. So, unless we actually take this guy out, he can definitely turn the tide of the battle. Well, that's a dead E4. Tell me it's a dead E4. Okay, so our fundies are gonna go take out the E4. That's fine. Ronnok apparently doesn't, or Ronnok isn't comfortable enough with his aim time and the accuracy of his gun to fire over that long of range. He's only got 5 shells left, so he wants to make sure they're effective. He's going to get in nice and close and make sure he takes the important targets with these 5 shells, because of course if something goes horribly wrong and his entire team dies, which is actually happening right now, then he's going to need those 5 shells to win this game. Yes, he has taken 3 standard ammunition. It should be noted that this entire game, Ronnok has fired nothing but gold. But it's an FV, it's a Destroyer World. This is the only ammo loadout that anyone ever takes because it's so completely awesome. And this is how you run an FV. Now right in this corner could get a shot, but the E3 is already fired, so he's just going to walk around the E3 and put a shot into the back of the other Destroyer Worlds. And there goes him, and now he's just going to keep moving and get out of range of the E3. E3 can't do anything about this. The KV-4 got murdered behind us, and now he's going to wait to reload and then pop up. And, well, E3 is fired, he's just going to come out. Oop, he got stuck, but I don't think he really cares. He's going to wait till he reloads, put a shell into the tracks of the E3, tracking him, and oh well. That was the last round he's going to fire this game, and that's the end of that amazing game. So, 8,000 experience with the ×5, with the premium. This, of course, earns him the Mastery Badge First Class. But that should tell you a lot. Considering he got 8,000 experience and only got First Class, that means that this tank is regularly used for great effect by those who know how to use it. The fact is, the other team's 25B, the other team's Destroyer Worlds was, of course, among the last killed as well. But, you know, it just goes to show you, high caliber isn't really a surprise considering how much damage he actually poured out into this game. He got almost as much damage done as experience. Wow, well that doesn't happen a whole lot. Especially considering this was a ×5 victory. And on the other side of the board, yep, not really surprising, who pulled out the most damage was the other Destroyer Worlds. So, I didn't pull out this game to show you how awesome it can be to play Destroyer Worlds, or, you know, to show you just how fun. I brought out this game to show you guys just a fun game. I really enjoyed watching this. I wanted you guys to enjoy watching this. This is how epic this tank can be. Not that anyone need to be reminded of that, of course. This is just one of those tanks where I get the feeling Ronnok pulls it out when he's been having a bad day and just wants to go and smash some faces in and obliterate some people without really having to try as hard as he might have to in another tank, like say the Leopard, or even like a Bat Chat, something that cannot do massive face rolling but needs to be played a lot more technical than this tank obviously needs to be played. Because once you get an advantage in this tank, you can just roll that through with the other team. As long as you have the ability to reload without being killed, you can murder anyone and everyone that comes into view. So thank you so much, Ronnok, for saying this in. It was a pleasure just to watch you dominate this game. And it was just so much fun. I can't wait to get my hands on this tank. Eventually, when I grind up all the way past the painful tier 7 and 8 versions of the British TUD line, which just hurt your head to do. But anyways, I'm sure it's completely worth all that pain to get to this amazing tank. So thank you so much, Ronnok, for saying this in. Thank you guys for hitting that like or subscribe button. If you guys actually want to help me out and show me that you care, hit that like button when you like something. If you don't, hit the dislike button. I don't really care. I just want to know how you guys feel so I can, you know, change my content and make it better for you guys. If you don't like it, something, hit the dislike button. If you like it, hit the like button. Otherwise, I do not know what you guys are thinking. Okay? Thank you very much. Have a great night. This is ioEther out.